How's it going, guys? My name is TJP and welcome back to another NBA 2K23 MyNBA Rebuilding Challenge. So in today's challenge, we're doing the Junior Rebuild Challenge. Now, what do I mean by that? Well, there are various different players in the NBA that have the last name, of their father, right? They're a junior. So if they have the last name Junior, I can take them for my team. So we're going to do a fantasy draft. I'm going to do 3 seasons, try to win a NBA championship, picks, and all of that. We have our own picks. I'm going to pick a random team. So the previously traded draft picks are off, injuries are off, a lot of the trade rules for picks are off, like the stipend rule and like signings and stuff, just to make this a little bit easier. So yeah, 3 seasons trying to win an NBA championship with the junior team. Can we do it? Well, let's find out. Like, subscribe, and join the content. Let me know down in the comments below what my video is. Socials, playlists are also down there as well. With that being said, gameplay time. Alright, so as I mentioned, we're doing a fantasy draft, so we're just going to pick a random team. Whatever team we land on is the team we're going to be. So in 3, 2, 1... Cavaliers. So we have to make sure we have a decent pick. 26 isn't terrible, because, we could get some decent juniors. I don't think any juniors have gone yet, so I could go with Jaren Jackson Jr. as my first pick. I kind of tried to write down all of the juniors, so I did kind of go through. Jaren Jackson Jr. probably make the most sense, so I'm going to take him first. So let's go to power forwards, and Jaren Jackson Jr. will be our first pick. Alright, so since it's 3 seasons, we might as well take Jabari Smith Jr. We're going to go based on, the youth here. I don't know if he's going to go. This might be a little bit of a reach, but we're going to take him now just to ensure that we have him. I'm going to get myself a point guard. Let's go with Kevin Porter Jr. For a shooting guard, let's go with Gary Trent Jr. Alright, I'm going to take a small forward. Go with Tim Hardaway Jr. I'm going to get the center here. We'll go with Larry Nance Jr. So this is kind of where it starts to get a little bit tough because the juniors start to get taken. So we're going to go with Verdi Gary Jr. I'm going to get myself Dwayne Washington Jr. 2-way contract, but he is a junior. Another junior right here, Brandon Boston Jr. I'm going to select Troy Brown Jr. here. One thing I will say is my team can be relatively young, which is nice. All right, I think I need a point guard. I'm going to go with Ty Washington Jr. Let's get ourselves David Duke Jr. I'm going to go with Wayne Selden Jr. All right, my last pick, I'm going to kick a big man here. We're going to go with Michael Foster Jr. So that's our final pick, our final junior. Now, I can only sign and trade for juniors, or if I trade for a player, I have to get a junior in return, or picks. I guess I could do that for picks. But yeah, I can only have juniors on my team, so this should be pretty difficult. All right, guys, so here's the game plan, the rotation. So we have Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., Tim Hardaway Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr., Larry Nance Jr., Jabari Smith Jr. is coming off the bench with Dwayne Washington Jr., Vernon Carey Jr., Troy Brown Jr., and Brandon Boston Jr. is not getting any minutes. These guys down here are not getting any minutes. So 14 guys. I wonder if I want to sign one other dude in free agency. Because I actually didn't see my roster. I feel like we have a decent... Okay, so we have 2 point guards, 2 shooting guards, 4 small forwards, 3 power forwards, and 2 centers. So I want to see if there's maybe like a free agent out there that we could potentially sign. I'm gonna allow myself to sign G Leaguers if there's any junior G Leaguers, because I usually don't do that, but I don't think there are any G League juniors anyway. But quite frankly, it's gonna be very difficult. I will say in this draft class, the 2023 one, there's gonna be like a couple of juniors, like Nick Smith Jr. for example. So I'm going to try to gun for him because that's another guy we can add to the squad if, we want to have some talent on this team, which we kind of lack a bit of talent. I'm kind of just looking for if there's any juniors kind of just to add to the team to round out the roster. I don't see any, so, I mean, I'll try to look, I guess, off camera if I can't find any. Okay, I guess we could go with Kenneth Lofton Jr. Do I need another big? I don't know, but we're going to go with him. We're going to go with Kenneth Lofton Jr. We'll give him a contract. We'll give him a 3-year deal, $2.22 million. There we go. That way he's kind of just on the team. So there you go. We got 15 guys. This team's going to suck, which is fine. I'm not expecting to win a lot of games. I don't even think we're going to win a championship, but this is kind of just like a little fun experiment. Can a team of juniors win a championship in 3 seasons? Well, we're going to find out now. Let's simulate to the deadline. Well, we're at the deadline, and not a surprise, we're the worst team, 14-43. I mean, I kind of figured that this team wouldn't be very good. Taking a look at the stats here, kind of just curious to see which junior is the best. It is Jaren Jackson Jr. We got 5 guys averaging double figures, and let's take a look at the rebounding numbers. Jaren Jackson Jr. is at 8, Larry Nance at 7.6, and we have Jabari Smith Jr. 6.4. In terms of assists, Kevin Porter Jr. Steals, we got 4 guys at least to steal a game. Block shots, 2.4 for Jaren Jackson Jr., and then not much else after that. Most efficient scorer, Larry Nance Jr. Nobody's shooting above 50% on this team. From 3-point range, it is Troy Brown Jr. Same 3-point percentage as field goal percentage. Does this dude only take threes? Oh, no, he doesn't. Okay. Our best free throw shooter is Dwayne Washington Jr. Yeah, this team is not good. I mean, I guess we can kind of hope for Nick Smith Jr. and maybe some of these juniors to just, like, become a little bit better. But, I mean, I'm looking at our pick situation. It's not great. I mean, I guess we have we have all of our picks, but the thing is that we need Nick Smith Jr. Like, we can only take him. So I can't even, like, take Victor Wembanyama or Scoot, right? It's got to be a junior. I mean, I guess I could try to see if I can get, like, a junior, a better junior or something. I guess we can look in the trade finder and see if there's anything that's good for any players out there. So I'm going to see what's out there in the market, try to see if we can get some better juniors. I could do this trade here with the Knicks, give up Kenneth Lofton Jr., Dwayne Washington Jr., 2 picks. We do a pick swap. We give him our 2027 unprotected. I get Andre Iguodala, which then I have to trade. So I'm going to do that. And then we'll just kind of flip Andre Iguodala maybe for, like, a pick or something. A first-round pick from the Bucks. That probably will get the job done. Unless I can get, like, an unprotected pick or anything else that's good, like a first and a second. I can get an unprotected pick from Toronto, but I have to give up a second-rounder. So I'll just do this Bucks top 3 protected. That works for me. So that's pretty solid there. So we got an upgrade with Wendell Carter Jr. I could try to get Michael Porter Jr. That'd be nice. I don't know if I could afford him, though. Jaren Jackson Jr. Maybe I could do something with Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I don't want to do that. I could look in the offseason when there's maybe a little bit more cap. Bobby Portis Jr. is also on the Clippers, too. I wouldn't mind trying to get Bobby Portis Jr. Maybe I could do this pick swap and give up Brandon Boston Jr., which wouldn't be too bad considering there are no juniors in the 2024 draft class. So I could do this and maybe just try to re-sign Brandon Boston Jr. in free agency because he'll probably just want a minimum contract anyway. And I can get Bobby Portis Jr. for a pick swap. Yeah, I think I'll do this trade then. We'll get Bobby Portis Jr. All right. So let's simulate the end of the season, and I'll see you guys once I'm there. All right, so Luka, that's a new pose. MVP. Got Banchero Rookie of the Year, Tarisin, yep, okay. No, we're not going to have anybody. We were terrible, by the way, in case you were curious. I don't think we're going to see any juniors on any of these teams. Maybe, okay, Jaren Jackson Jr. actually made an all-defensive first team. Oh, that makes sense. He was really good. He was pretty solid. I mean, not the most efficient season. Actually, this was one of his more efficient seasons. So pretty solid stuff there from Jaren. And played good defense. We'll probably have all-rookie first team. No? Rookie second team? Jabari Smith Jr.? Yeah, okay, he got second team. 15.4 points. Okay, yeah, no, he had a pretty solid season. And I think he's going to progress. So, again, a lot of these guys are young, so they're going to progress. But, yeah, we were not very good. Didn't make the playoffs, which, you know, like I said, I didn't expect to. I mean, if we can make the playoffs with this team at some point in this video, like, I'd consider that a success. Like, I actually would. But we had 7 guys average double figures. Leading rebounder was Bobby Portis Jr., I mean, JJJ. In terms of assists, it was Kevin Porter Jr. Steals, 4 guys at least to steal a game. Block shots, Jaren Jackson Jr. Jabari Smith Jr. Each had over 1. In the case of Jaren Jackson Jr., 2.5. And our most first score was Larry Nance Jr., who did end up shooting about 50%, but only shot below 40, which is, I guess, nice. And our best 3-point shooter was Troy Brown Jr., although I think he probably, yeah, he was out of the rotation after we made some trades. So, best free throw shooter, Jabari Smith Jr. All right, well, let's just see who wins the playoffs. We'll take a look and see where our pick's going to be. No matter what, we have to take Nick Smith Jr., so it doesn't really matter who it is. Got the Lakers and the Pacers. The Lakers won the finals. Giannis, finals MVP. So, the lottery results are in. And of course, we had the best odds, I think, at the number 1 pick. And drop all the way to 5, of course. But I still need to get Nick Smith Jr. I traded Tim Hardaway Jr., the 2024 Bucks picks, and a bunch of second-round picks to the Clippers. And we got back Michael Porter Jr., so he will be our new small forward now, which is pretty cool. So, at the draft, we're going to have to sim... well, we have to make sure we actually can get Nick Smith Jr. I don't think he's going to go I think he'll slip. He might not, though. Charlotte Hornets, who are they going to take? Amin Thompson was the number 1 pick, not Victor Wembanyama. Okay. Boston's going to take Victor Wembanyama. Knicks are going to take Scoot Henderson. The Wizards trade their pick for Brandon Ingram straight up. So now the Boston Celtics have the pick, and they're going to take Brandon Miller. Okay, so that means we can get Nick Smith Jr. here, which is pretty solid. So let's do that. And yeah, Nick Smith Jr., welcome to the team. Or we could take Gregory Jackson Jr. I forgot about that too. So he's there. And Nick Smith Jr., he's actually a later pick. Should I try to get, who would I rather have? Gregory Jackson Jr. or Nick Smith Jr.? That's a really good question. You know what? Maybe we go Gregory Jackson Jr. We'll go with him instead of Nick Smith. Maybe I can try to get Nick Smith Jr. So, you know, we'll draft Gregory Jackson Jr. And, let's see. Does Nick Smith go? They have a trade. I want to see if I can maybe get Nick Smith Jr. somehow. Okay, I could trade away Larry Nance Jr., Ty Washington Jr., and a 2026 first-round pick. We can get Orlando's pick 11. We have to take on Landry Shamet and Brandon Williams, but then I can flip them for maybe future assets. I might just do this deal with the Thunder here. So I can get pick 18 and a future first-round pick as well for Shamet and Williams. I'm going to do that. All right, I'm going to take Nick Smith Jr. There we go. So we got another junior on the team. We are definitely going to try to re-sign Gary Trent Jr., but Nick Smith Jr., welcome to the team. I traded away pick 18 for a future pick from the Suns, so we'll let them take whoever they want. I do have a second-round pick, so I'm just going to sim to that pick, and whoever is there in terms of juniors will take. So I guess we'll just take Jaquez Jr. Works for me. That's our last junior, so we'll just take him. And that is it. So we signed all of our juniors. Gary Trent's going to decline his. We'll accept Vernon Carey's. And we're just going to try to re-sign any of our juniors or just try to pick up juniors in free agency. David Duke Jr., maybe try to go after Derek Jones Jr. David Duke Jr., I guess we could offer him a qualifier if we want to. How many players do we have? Decent amount. Any bird rights on anybody? Yeah, just Duke Jr. So, I mean, I would like to try to re-sign Gary Trent Jr. and just see if we can round out this team. So, player progression. Here's the team. So, we have Jaren Jackson Jr., Bobby Portis Jr., Michael Porter Jr., Kevin Porter Jr., Wendell Carter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., Jabari Smith Jr., Vernon Carey Jr. went up to a 75. That's cool. Obviously, we drafted Gregory Jackson Jr., Nick Smith Jr., David Duke Jr., and Wayne Selden Jr. is on the team. We've got Jaquez Jr. as well as Scottie Pippen Jr. and Derek Walton Jr. I mean, I guess we got a little bit better. I definitely think the talent's there. I mean, listen, it's a young team. It's a youngish team, so we'll see. I mean, they'll probably progress next year as well. If Jared Jackson up to a 90, that'd be sweet. These guys are definitely going to progress as well. Probably go up 3 or 4 overalls next year, too. So, I mean, we might have a shot to make the play-in next season. I don't know about this year making the playoffs, or the play-in. We shall see. We're going to simulate and find out. So, I'll see you guys at the start of the second season. All right, so here's the rotation. I mean, Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., Michael Porter Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr., and Bobby Portis Jr. With Wendell Carter Jr. coming off the bench, Jabari Smith Jr., Vernon Carey Jr., Gregory Jackson Jr., Nick Smith Jr. is not getting minutes, which is kind of interesting. But we're going to rock the 9-man. I'm cool with that. I mean, maybe we go 10. Should we go 10 and utilize the bench like 30? Could do something like that maybe, just so we can get Nick Smith some minutes. I think I'm cool with that. Yeah, we'll rock with the 10-man, play a little bit deep, and see how this team can do. We'll see you guys at the trade deadline, show the stats, and see the standings, and maybe if we need to make a trade, make a trade. We're at the trade deadline, definitely better than last season. 25 and 31. We're only a little bit out of the last play-in spot, so we have a shot to get there. I definitely think next year will be our year we can maybe make it. I don't know about this year. We're 2 games behind. I mean, we have to do pretty good post All-Star break for me to be convinced that we're going to make it, as I sneeze. But looking at the stats, as you can see, it's pretty balanced between the juniors. So we've got 7 guys averaging double figures. So that's pretty cool to see. In terms of rebounding numbers, it's Bobby Portis Jr., Jaren Jackson Jr., and then Wendell Carter. Steve, they've got above 6. Kevin Porter Jr., 7.1 assists to lead the way. We have 4 guys with at least a steal a game. Block shots, Jaren Jackson Jr., 2.6 block shots per game. It's pretty crazy. Gregory Jackson Jr. is the most efficient scorer. And then we've got 3-point percentage, Michael Porter Jr., and free throw percentage, the best free throw shooter is Wendell Carter Jr. So, is there really any trades we could make? I mean, I wouldn't mind trying to get like what's his face? Like a Kelly Oubre, if we could get him. I mean, that wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. If we could get someone like that. I mean, Brandon Boston Jr., we could maybe try to get him if it doesn't cost us a lot, but they want some unrealistic trades there to the Clippers. So I'll look to see if there's any moves out there that we can maybe make. If I can't find one, we'll just go to the end of the season and see if we can make the play-in. All right, I'll do this deal with the Knicks here. Wayne Selden Jr. We're going to get back Dwayne Washington Jr. when we just get their 2026 first and we give up our 2025 first. That's fine with me. All right, I'm going to do this deal with the Kings here. So that Phoenix top 3 protected pick has some pretty solid value. We give up Scottie Pippen Jr. and Jaquez Jr., second-round pick as well in 2028. We get Kenyon Martin Jr., and then I just got to trade Vlatko. And I could maybe just try to trade him for like a pick or something because I don't really need him on the team. Will anyone offer me a pick? Oh, I could actually get Patrick Baldwin Jr. I might just do that with the Kings. I didn't even realize they had Patrick Baldwin Jr. Yeah, we're going to do that. Thank you very much, Kings. There you go. You can have him back. And I will take Patrick Baldwin Jr. instead. So there we go. I mean, listen, this is going to be the roster for the rest of the season. I actually like that we got Kenyon Martin Jr. I feel like it's a pretty solid pickup for us. Got a little bit more depth, I think. So let's simulate. I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So we ended the season. We didn't end up making the playoffs. We actually had a bad post-All-Star break, but I mean, there's some promise because, like I said, we have a lot of young guys on the team, so they're going to kind of develop. We have Jaren Jackson Jr. once again making All-Defense first team. Put up some good numbers, and the efficiency was a little bit better than last season. I mean, he played a little less minutes, but still great numbers there from Jaren Jackson Jr., so that's promising. He's almost at a 90. And then any other juniors here? No. So we just got to make sure we kind of keep the team together, which is something we will do. So we're simulating the playoffs because we'll take a look at the stats after the playoffs. I'm curious to see who wins. And the Lakers are back, and the Pacers are back. Rematch, and the Pacers get the victory this time with John Morant Finals MVP. I mean, if we can make the playoffs, that's a success for me, honestly. Like, I don't think this team is really going to win the championship in 3 seasons, but we did have 7 guys end up averaging double figures. Rebounding numbers, Bobby Portis Jr. led the way, which is pretty cool. Then we had assists, Kevin Porter Jr. steals, 4 guys at least a steal a game, block shots, 2 guys at least a block, and in the case of Jared Jackson Jr. over 2.5, so that's pretty cool to see. Gregor Jackson Jr. leading the way in scoring. Nobody shot below 40%, and in terms of three-point percentage, it's Michael Porter Jr., and then our best free throw shooter was Wendell Carter. That's cool to see. All right, well, and I guess at this rate, we kind of just have to hope player progression really hits us hard, and maybe we can gun for a play-in spot, and hopefully win the play-in and get to the playoffs. We do have the 12th pick, which is kind of nice, via the Thunder when we made that trade with them. But there's really there are no juniors in this draft class, so there's really not much you can do about that. So, I guess, I mean, the only way I can maybe make a move is if I try to trade for another junior with this pick 12 and these future picks here, which, I mean, we could do. There's a chance that we can maybe get one. If there's any juniors out there, that would be pretty solid, but it doesn't look like there's anything out there, so... yeah, I feel like we have all the best juniors. So we might just have to either trade this pick for future assets or something else. I mean, I'm going to look to see if there's any juniors out there that can maybe try to get me. I guess we could theoretically try to get Tim Hardaway Jr. back. That wouldn't be too bad. I'll see what moves out there. This pick 12 for 2 future picks from the Sixers. Maybe if we need to make another move somehow during the season. But I don't even know if I'll be able to, so... let's just head on into team player options. Because like I said, I don't have any rookies. We'll accept Jabari Smith Jr. I mean, you guys can accept Patrick Baldwin Jr. Might as well. And then, yeah, qualifiers. We'll give all these guys qualifiers and try to get them back on the team. And that's pretty much all we can really hope for at this point. So at player progression, this is what we've got. So looks like we got a few guys that have improved a bit, which is pretty nice. There's a lot of green. So that's good to see. I mean, if this team could maybe make a play-in appearance, that would be promising. Will I think they will? I mean, I'm going to simulate. The only way to find out is to simulate. So I guess let's just see how we do in our third and final season. Third and final season, this is the rotation that we're rocking with here, as you could see. I mean, listen, it's a solid team of juniors. If we can make the playoffs, I'd consider this a success. In my book, at least, I would consider this a success. Because, like I said, I don't think this team's going to win a championship. I could be wrong, But I'm just curious to see what I could get if I do a trade like this. I can get Joel Embiid. That's insane. You very rarely ever see Joel Embiid in the trade finder. Also Jayshawn Tate, but that's given up a lot to get him. So I don't think I want to do that. If I decrease it, you get like the normal ones, Porzingis, DeAndre Ayton. I see a bit, once in a while. Okay. But yeah, I guess if I throw in Jaren Jackson and Jabari Smith with, that we can get Joel Embiid with Bobby Portis. Michael Porter Jr. probably got me something decent too. No, it just gives me those guys. Yeah, Bobby Portis gets me Joel Embiid. So there you go. Not going to do that, obviously, because Joel Embiid is not a junior. So let's just simulate, see how this team does. All right, well, this team is sitting at 34-23, third in the Eastern Conference right now, which is actually pretty incredible. So we might actually make the playoffs, which would be cool. That'd be really cool if we get to the playoffs here in our third and final season. 5 guys averaging double figures. We got about a few guys that are kind of on the cusp. But yeah, I mean, listen, the team's doing good this season. Like I said, I don't think I can make any trades. This might just be the team that we rock out with, just because I have limited to no assets. I'm trying to think of who I would potentially want to trade. It'd be a little bit difficult to figure out what to do here. I'd have to look. I'd have to look around in the trade finder. Because here's the thing. Money-wise, it wouldn't work to get like a Kelly Oubre. I don't think, unless I gave up like somebody down here. Maybe I could give up Vernon Carey if he's even playing. Like that might be an option. Vernon Carey and Troy Brown Jr. Like if I can get a junior for one of those guys. Wayne Selden Jr. That's not the junior I was looking for. I mean, Kyra Lewis Jr. could be okay. And then we just give up Livers. That might be the move. We upgrade there at our point guard spot. Yeah, and then we just give up Isaiah. Yeah, I'll do that with the Trailblazers. So then we just give up Livers, since he can't be on the team. And, I mean, I guess I could get Wayne Selden Jr. in a second-round pick. I mean, that would probably be the safest thing since I can't get anybody else. Yeah, I guess we'll just take back Wayne Selden Jr. from the Knicks. There we go. All right, well, that's going to be the team. I will see you guys at the end of the season. P. Tatum, got Booker, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Cole Anthony, Defensive Victor Wembanyama, Most Improved Terquavion Smith, and Coach there was Mike Malone, Executive Daniel Wells. So we ended up making the playoffs with the 4th seed. So very promising stuff there. Jaren Jackson Jr., once again, all defensive first team, put up some good numbers as well. Shot over 40% from 3, which is pretty impressive as well. Like to see that. Played good defense. And any rookies? No. Okay. So yeah, team was a 4th seed. So we did end up making the playoffs. We have to take on the 5th seed Celtics, who are 47-35. But let's take a look at the statistics on the year for the rest of the team just to see how they did. And I mean, honestly, this team of juniors, if we simulate a few seasons, there's a chance that maybe this team could make some noise. I mean, obviously, in 3 seasons, we got to the playoffs. So that's pretty cool. But again, I'm not simulating until we win a championship. I could do that, theoretically, but I think this video would just be too long. I'd have to just, honestly, I couldn't show you in depth the statistics like I'm doing now, going back and forth between each column and kind of talking through my trades. Like, I just wouldn't be able to do that. Yeah, 2 guys, at least a block shot a game. Look at that. 2.7 for Jaren Jackson Jr. Insane defensively. Jaren Jackson Jr. off the bench was our best scorer. Everybody shot above 30% from 3. Michael Porter Jr. was the best at that. And then Jabari Smith Jr. free throw percentage is at 91%. So what does the coach want to do? That's what the coach wants to do. JV Bickerstaff, that's what you want to do. We will do that. We will let you do what you want to do. It's fine with me. Absolutely fine with me. In fact, we should probably do this. I'm going to do this. There we go. Works for me. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's see if we can beat the Celtics here. Who do they even have? Let's see them to play in. Because remember, this is a fantasy draft, mind you. Foster, Zach LaVine, Brandon Miller, right. And they have Victor. Cameron Johnson, right. I remember that. DeMontis Sabonis. Okay. Yeah, we're probably going to lose. Game 1 is a win. Okay, so we're up 1-0. Game 2 is a win. Can we win Game 3? No. Can we win Game 4? Yes. Are we going to blow a 3-1 lead? No. We actually aren't. We actually got out of the first round against that team. Very surprising. And now we're taking on the 1-seeded Magic, who, I mean, yeah, they have Jokic. But are they... I don't know if... Well, Jalen Duren off the bench. Okay, you know, this is a pretty good team. Was that team better? That does not look like Matt Ryan either. Anyways, we're going to sim here against the Magic. Game 1. We get the W by 8 points. Okay, Game 2. They even up the series. They go up 2-1. We even it up 2-2. Best of 3 now. Game 5 is huge. They get the victory by 7. So that's unfortunate. That's going to be our rotation. We're going to adjust it. Jaren Jackson Jr., Wendell Carter Jr. starting. We're going to simcast it, maybe force a Game 7. Let's see if we can do it. We are home. First quarter, not the best. Second quarter was awful. And we are going to get blown out here in Game 6. Cannot force Game 7. But getting to the second round, 6 games with the junior team. Honestly, our third season is a pretty good accomplishment. We got the Jazz and the Magic in the finals, and the Magic ended up winning the finals. So we ended up losing to Jokic, in the best team, and we were the only team to take them 6. Every other series for them went 5. So I guess there's that. So playoff stats. Which junior was the best in the playoffs? I would assume it was Jaren Jackson Jr. in terms of scoring. Rebounding was Bobby Portis Jr. Kevin Porter Jr. in assists. With 2 guys lead to steal a game. Jaren Jackson Jr. was over 3 blocks. Yeah, he's probably the best one. I mean, field goal percentage, 3-point percentage was Gregory Jackson Jr. And then we had free throw shooting. So, second round of the playoffs in 3 seasons with the junior squad. Maybe if we simulate a few more years and there's like a good junior in one of these future guys. I mean, would you count is Bronny James a junior? Like, if I search up Bronny James, would you consider... Because in the game, he's not. But I guess you could consider him a junior. Yeah, LeBron, Ramon, Bronny James Jr. So if I were to go in the future and go longer and try to draft Bronny James, I mean, maybe, because like Bronny James in these draft classes turns out to be really good. If there's any, and then if there's any other juniors out there that I can't think of, or if it's just auto-generated junior, maybe. And these guys continue to progress. Maybe there's a shot that this team could win a championship, but that is not the video. Obviously, 3 seasons, we couldn't get the job done, but we got a second round. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe. Comment down below for my videos, socials, playlist, second channel, main channel down below description if you like other content from me, TJP. And yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna head on out. Take everybody. See you soon. Peace.